It's hard not to feel excited about the possibilities of the Slate pickup truck, a recently announced all-electric, small, regular cab pickup truck with an ocean of customization possibilities, including being turned into an SUV for a starting price that the automaker says will be around the mid-$20,000 range. It actually used to be just around $20,000, but the federal EV tax credit was killed before the truck could go on sale in late 2026. But what if you need a small, efficient, and affordable pickup truck right now? This is a 2025 Ford Maverick XL with the standard hybrid powertrain, a bare bones base model. We drop all the options and get a front-wheel drive hybrid Maverick XL with nothing. It will cost $30,535. Now, we felt similar excitement to the Slate truck when the Maverick was announced, and it actually lived up to the hype. It won our Best of 2022 award, and we owned one for over a year without really any issues, and actually traded it in for over MSRP when it was time to get something new. But what does the Maverick XL have that makes it more expensive than a Slate truck? The Maverick, while it can run on all-electric power, is not all-electric. A 2.5-liter four-cylinder gas engine is part of its hybrid powertrain. If this were the Slate truck, this would be a frunk. All told, the hybrid powertrain in the Maverick makes 191 horsepower and 155 pounds-feet of torque, which is enough for something of this size. It's pretty efficient too, especially for a truck. With standard front-wheel drive, it averages 38 miles per gallon combined. With all-wheel drive like this one, 37 miles per gallon combined. And range, according to the EPA estimates, is either 524 miles or 511 on a single tank of gas. The Slate truck, meanwhile, is all electric and rear-wheel drive only. The single motor makes 201 horsepower and 195 pounds-feet of torque, and you get a choice of 2 battery packs. The standard range one is targeting 150 miles of range, and the larger and presumably heavier, longer range one is targeting 240 miles. The Maverick, meanwhile, is gas-powered, and you can find a gas station pretty much anywhere. You can go over 500 miles on a single tank. It's gonna be easier to live with, especially if you don't have home EV charging. It's weird to call any pickup truck smaller than the Maverick these days, but the Slate truck is smaller in almost every dimension. It does, however, have a larger bed than the Maverick at 5 feet long. Now, the Slate truck can be converted into an SUV, but when you do that, you lose the whole pickup truck bed. With the Maverick, you always have a bed and a usable back seat. Now, that is part of why the Maverick is bigger than the Slate truck, which should make it harder to park than the Slate truck, but in our time with the Maverick, we never actually had any problems parking ours on a city street. The Slate truck garnered a lot of headlines for its incredibly minimal interior. You get an instrument panel and heating and ventilation. That's pretty much it. If you want a touchscreen, you can bring your own phone or tablet. If you want speakers, you can bring your own Bluetooth speaker or opt for some built-in speakers. The doors have crank windows in the Slate truck, which people love but don't really think about as not actually all that convenient, especially if you need to open a passenger window. The Maverick, meanwhile, is a much more traditional modern car interior. You get an 8-inch digital instrument panel standard, physical gauges on the side. You also get standard a 13.2-inch touchscreen display with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Climate controls are in the screen too. That's not great. And standard power windows. Trust me, it's much better. More importantly though, you get seating for 5 standard instead of the Slate truck's seating for 2. The 2025 Ford Maverick justifies its higher price, even in base XL trim, with a strong list of standard features, more than enough capability for the average buyer, and impressive efficiency. If you were waiting on the Slate truck to go on sale to finally buy a small, affordable, and efficient pickup truck, you're welcome to wait. But you might want to consider the Maverick. Here's hoping we get to compare them someday.